And because it's such an early time, I'd like to ask anybody in the audience that'd like for visitor comments. Seeing none, we're going to move to closed session. At that time, we will discuss personnel, collective negotiations and litigation, and employee personnel.
Matt, what about the additional discussion items?
Okay, so, what?
Might want to do that on TV.
All right, so that's, before we go into closed session, though, we have one item that was brought up by Dr. Keene on graduation day.
Okay, this issue I actually brought up to the board before I was on the board, and that's regarding graduation day being on basically the date of the state track meet, but it's not just the state track meet, it's any athletes in the state competition. There's a potential conflict with our graduation with state competition. And Kevin was good enough to explore multiple options, and one of them being perhaps Sunday morning, Saturday night, but that's a potential conflict, Sunday night. And the reason given by the zoo is that, well, it's their biggest holiday. Well, I went over to the zoo about 6:15 Sunday night, and there are like 5 cars in their parking lot. So really, the zoo being open, even if it's open till 7, and I'm not sure if it is, post Memorial Day, it's open past 7, but if the zoo closes at 6, or even if they close at 7, I mean, there's still plenty of parking available. So I don't really think that's an impediment to switching graduation from Friday to Sunday.
But I would also say too, is look at the weather that day. It was cold,
Yeah, it was
rainy,
nice.
which is not, it's not the weather.
Sunday?
On Sunday, yeah.
Well, people don't necessarily stay to the zoo till, my point is this, it's not a legitimate reason, and I want to find a legitimate reason that we're going to deny someone, an athlete of this school, the choice to participate, or making a choice to participate in graduation or not. And I don't see it right now. Because like I said, even if you go to the zoo, you don't stay there till 7, you leave at 5 anyway. The lot's basically wide open.
Well, I think, as I explored and we talked about last year, the holiday weekend, this is one of their biggest holiday weekends, obviously weather permitting. And second of all, I mean, just to be frank, we're not at the liberty to say how we're going to use somebody else's facility. That's not our facility or our parking lot to say how it's going to be open. Now, we've improved our relationship with them, and we can obviously talk with them. But we talked about moving it to Thursday night. It still conflicts with the track meet. We talked about moving it, and then, Memorial Day is obviously the holiday, so that wouldn't be a respectful time to hold it. Sunday night is in the middle of the holiday weekend, and also with the zoo conflict.
Well, like I said, I don't think there is a zoo conflict. The zoo conflict is with their parking lot. Their parking lot is empty. I mean, this thing about a Memorial Day holiday, that still bothers me a lot. That was given by the former board president. And I mean, that just doesn't jive. I mean, graduation's a big deal. It's a big deal for students and parents. You're not planning, your out of country trip or out of state trip on Memorial Day when you got a graduation. It's an irrelevant argument. So I don't think that flies either. I really think we need to look at the zoo specifically and ask them, like, well, you're still open, but why can't we use your lot on Friday? Why not just let us use it on Sunday? What's the difference? It's really not impinging on them at all. Like I said, the fact is there's 6:15, there's 5 cars in that parking lot. I was here and I saw it.
Okay. Any other comments? All right, do I have a motion to go into closed session?
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois, enters closed session for the purpose of considering employment, or dismissal of employees, collective bargaining issues, and litigation.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Tim Walsh. Mary Ann, take the vote.
Yes.
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 All right, it is right now 10:24. I'd like to start at 10:35 in the conference room. Thank you very much for attending tonight via TV, and this meeting is moved to closed session. Thank you.